Good morning. I hope you slept well. I hope you got enough sleep. I hope you got a little water to help hydrate your way through your day. Spent the last week restarting this channel, rebuilding where I want to go with it. And I looked at the information I could find about algorithms and building an audience, and of the roughly 53,000 subscribers, thank you very much, that I have currently. They all came very organic. I didn't go out seeking them. I put magic videos out on YouTube. I put my heart and soul out on YouTube, and that audience grew by itself. I went a little more purposeful for the past week, and it's done some good. It's gotten some attention back, and it's going to continue to grow. And keeping those things in mind, and keeping a way to make things visible, entertaining, and yet informative, and showing my heart the way that I want to, I think I'm going to wing it a little bit more than normal. I do like making thumbnails, but sometimes just putting the video up is more important than making it all fancy and, hey, look at me kind of a thing. This is a diary. This is a vlog. This is me putting my heart out. And that's just all I'm going to do, is put my heart out. Busy season's over, so I'm going to take a vacation. Yeah, my whole job's a vacation, but I'm going to take some time and I'm going to go visit another country. I'll send you pictures, I'll send you videos, I'll show you what I see, all the beauty that there is out there. But it's a traveling day today. I wanted to share with you a story, something that popped up into my life unexpectedly. The two different kinds of people that I can instantly spot in an audience, in the seance audience, in the magician audience, when I'm doing the bookends, the magic show, I can spot other magicians. I can, like a beacon, they stand out in the middle of a crowd. I know you, I see you. And engineers, straight line thinkers like my father was. My father was an electrical engineer, brilliant man. Designed and built several houses that he lived in, several houses that I lived in. A couple of them I helped with, even when I was 8 years old. I have a memory of helping him nail down pine shingles on the roof of our house, and we moved into that house when I was 9. So I couldn't have been more than 7 or 8 at the time, up on the top of the roof helping my dad nail shingles. I would be terrified, but my dad showed me confidence and he showed me trust, and I put shingles on the house that we lived in. So last night, an engineer comes into the seance chamber. Last night in the seance chamber. And spotted him right away, just as he came through the door. I thought, straight line thinker, probably an engineer, mathematician, something like that. And he sat with his arms folded, very cynical. Clearly, he wanted to be there. He wanted to be entertained, but he also wanted to see how things worked behind the scenes. Later, kind of like right before we started the program, I got a note that he had been to Aiden's magic show the night before and hung around afterwards and picked apart some things that he felt he knew, how the magic works and how did you do this trick, but I think here's my idea. He's kind of a cynical guy, but also his heart was about looking at the way things work. From my experience, that's the way engineers approach life. They want to see how the things work. They are fascinated. Their love, their passion is the way that the gears turn together. And I can respect that. It can be frustrating trying to put magic art through that process, but I'm willing to take care of that. I'm willing to do that. And he volunteered for a reading in the middle of the show, and I told him he was an engineer. I told him that he had straight line thinking. I told him about my relationship with my father, and that's when he teared up. That's when he got misty. He got emotional. He talked about his dad. He was a Korean gentleman. His father was Korean. the gentleman I was talking to was born in America, so he considered himself Korean American. And to his father, that made him less of a human being. And his father did not hesitate to tell him that as he was growing up. You will never be a true Korean. You will never have the heart and the soul of a true Korean. You have been Americanized in your culture, and that makes you less in my eyes. How sad. How brutal. I questioned him about the base love that he had for his father, and he said it's there, but it's not reciprocated. He said the relationship that he had with his father, the love in it was very, very small, that most of it was cynicism and doubt and shame. He felt that his father was ashamed of him. I felt that myself, so those words hit very hard to me. My father did not understand my heart as an artist. My father did not understand my drive, my passion for what I had. I had a very hard time, and it took me years after I lost him for me to truly understand his point of view and his passion in things. I did not speak to my father for years because of arguments that we had. And now that relationship has mirrored itself in my son. I have not spoken to him for years. I've reached out. I've told him the door is open. I've put my hands out there. He does not wish yet to mend that relationship. I know that at some point I made him feel that I was ashamed of him. I never was. I never have been. I don't think I ever will be. But I made him feel that way through carelessness, through my own self-pride, through trying to help show him his own beauty, his own talent, and the way that I thought would help him to go. I'm not a good father. I recognize this in myself. I fear that I did some damage. Not, physically, but emotionally, most likely so. There's a reason you don't talk to your parents for long times. I hope that relationship mends itself. I keep letting it be known that the door is open. I'm willing to sit down and talk. I'm willing to see the point of view that he may have of me, even if it hurts, even if it doesn't really mend anything. I'd like to know where I messed up. Part of the drive that I have to strive to put kindness out into the world is because I was not shown it. I hope I tried. I think I tried. It's been. I think I tried to show that kindness and express that kindness through my children, but I may have failed that. Failure is where we learn, though. He's very talented, my son. He's very wildly creative in his mind. He has a very unique point of view, and I'm super proud of what he's made of himself. I'd like to talk to him. Hell, I'd like to talk to my own father. Given an opportunity to sit down and have a conversation with him again, I think there's some fences that could have been mended there. I don't really have a point to that, except that I hope every day to hear from him. I hope every day. Yeah. So there are lessons to be learned from strangers. I'm going to finish packing. I am going to get my passport and things together. I'm going to a beautiful place where I'm going to meditate over life, over creativity, over art, over possibilities that I have been pointed to for the future. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll show you what I see, and I'll show you the way that I see it. I hope there's love where you are. Braden, give me a call.